Yu-Gi-Oh! An incredibly complex card game with tens of thousands of cards. However, what if each set was separated from the rest of the massive card pool and your choices when building a deck were extremely limited? In this series, in order to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! From the ground up, I will be embarking on an adventure through the history of the card game with Jeexx. In each episode, we will have access to all the cards in a select product, and using only the cards in that product, both of us will build a deck before playing a best of 3 match to determine the winner of the episode. We will move in a chronological order in the series, and with each new episode, we will forget the cards of the past in order to experience something brand new. We hope you enjoyed this adventure through Yu-Gi-Oh! And its evolution with us. Welcome to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey. What about guys and gals, and welcome back to the historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning journey, this time with Soul Fusion and OT 8. I'm gonna stop covering the OTs in these set breakdowns because they're all old stuff. If there's something interesting, you'll see it in our decks. If there's nothing, then who cares? Anyways, more dirty stuff, reprints from old stuff, but the big notable things, first and foremost, Soul Fusion is an extremely powerful set, as you will see when we go through the stuff. Settlement Grade not really in its full force yet because the structure deck hasn't come out yet. Other archetypes present here though, Dino Wrestlers, Pankratops obviously being the highlight card there. Galaxy Photon also gets a lot of stuff. You heard me talk about Soul Flare in the past, but also Galaxy Cleric and Galaxy Brave. Brave being a lot more relevant one. Cleric is a serviceable card, but nothing really crazy. What is crazy though is obviously one of the best decks that's existed in Yu-Gi-Oh! In Orcust. I'm sure everybody knows what Harp Horror does. Another deck that's extremely notorious is Thunder Dragons. But spoiler alert, I'll talk more about those. We have incantations here, getting more stuff here as well as a Chaos Dragon Liveneer. Obviously a very powerful Chaos monster. Token Collector, also a very relevant card in some sideboards. And then we obviously have a lot of the links and boss monsters for earlier mentioned archetypes. Here's the Soul Flare Dragon that I've obviously talked about previously. Crusadia also gets Crusadia Spatha, a Gave Dragon, kind of the like, feels like a poor man's like, if you're going for a like big link for like, you'd rather go for, the name escapes me. How am I forgetting? Oh, Saryuja Skuldred instead of a Gave Dragon here. Some Summer Summoner here for Thunder Dragons. Or, well, Thunder Dragons, yes. But like Thunder monsters in general. Then a bunch of stuff for this same as well. Herald of the Abyss, a interesting removal spell. Extra Foolish Burial hit there as well if we want to get access to Foolish Burial. Obviously, not that relevant for a lot of other things. Trap Chuck, obviously an extremely powerful trap card as well. And then Dangers here as well. Danger Thunderbird, Dogman, Mothman, and Chuchinoko. Thunderbird and Chuchinoko more relevant. Chuchinoko definitely the better ones here. Mothman is fine as well. And Dogman, one of the worst Dangers, but still Danger is pretty good, obviously. A few Noble Knight cards here as well. I'm sure like if those come up, like Jeexx will explain more about those. I don't know what he's playing though, but you know, every time Noble Knight is up on the table, you gotta be at least wary of it. Some DD cards and Predaplants stuff here as well as a Fright First get stuff as well. But for what we are playing is not this. I don't know how I forgot to pull up my deck. And I hate this bug. That always happens the first time you're scrolling. But here is what we are playing. So like I said, we're playing Thunder Dragons. And without further ado, let's go immediately into the deck. First, I want to say the reason why I'm playing this deck is everything lines up for Thunder Dragons to do well in this episode. Because obviously Soul Flare Dragon and Galaxy Brave, Galaxy Photon was like an easy pick for me to play. But the more I looked into stuff, when else are we gonna in our series get access to Thunder Dragons alongside Dangers in a set? Obviously Dangers are hard to get because of the names. With Chaos Dragon Liveneer they're in as well, as also having access to instant fusion, and this is the craziest to me, like Kaminari attack. Like everything here just lines up so insanely perfectly. So I was like, I need to play Thunder Dragons. I'm never gonna play this deck again. So we're just gonna give it a shot here. But Thunder Dragons focus on discarding, well, the Thunder Dragons to grave and doing other things like that. Basically, you're just using effects in your hand to do things, and a lot of your stuff like you want in the grave anyway. Obviously, we've said it in the past, like the Genesis point is it gives you some direction for what actually is happening with the power level of the deck, but you can probably figure out a lot from this point total, a lot of our stuff being worth some points. And obviously that's the reason why like you're going to be discarding stuff anyway, is why they work so well with dangers. But without further ado, let's get to it. Starting us off, we have the original Thunder Dragon, a light monster which you can discard to add up to 2 Thunder Dragon from your deck to your hand. So they have different copies of themselves. And notably, all of our Thunder Dragons are either lights and darks, which is why we have a bit of a chaos sub-team going on here as well. And you'll also learn that they synergize with banishing stuff really well as well. So, but we'll cover that in a little bit. Thunder Dragon Dark, level 5 Dark here. You can discard this card as a quick effect to add another Thunder Dragon Dark for your deck to your hand. This time not up to 2, always 1. If this card is banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, a lot of these are going to have this effect. So I'll talk about this as the banish effect, even though it also occurs from being sent from the field to the graveyard, because the banish is a lot more common. You can add a Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand, except Thunder Dragon Dark, and you can only use one of these 2 effects per turn, and only once per turn. Then we have 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Hawk, a third one in the side as well, a level 6 this time around. You can discard this to spell summon one of your Thunder Dragon monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, except Thunder Dragon Hawk. And the banish effect is you can shuffle any number of cards from your hand in the deck and draw the same number of cards. So basically you get a magical mullet effect if need be. But obviously the discard effect to be recur some of your banished stuff is a lot more relevant. Then we have 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Roar, a third one in the side as well for this one. You can discard this to add to your hand one of your Thunder Dragon cards that is banished or in your graveyard, except Thunder Dragon Roar. And then the banish effect, you can spell summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense position, but you return it to the hand during the end phase. 2 extremely solid effects, but obviously like stuff having to be in the banish zone or your graveyard first for Dragon Roar to do anything means that you didn't want to max out on it. Then we have Thunder Dragon Matrix, add 2 copies as well. As a quick effect, you can discard this card to target a Thunder monster you control. It gains 500 attack if this card is banished, or simply pop it up. The banish effect, you can add a Thunder Dragon Matrix from your deck to your hand. The relevant thing about this is, because one thing that Thunder Dragons lack is kind of like a good normal summon. This is not a good normal summon, but it is a normal summon. Like something like, was it Battery Man Solar? Was one that I think Thunder Dragons use quite a bit as the normal summon, and the other one was, it was Alpha Lupine, right? It was something... Aloof Looping, yeah. When it's normal summon, you can banish a monster from your hand, banish one monster from your deck with the same type as the monster. Discard your short battle, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't really matter, but obviously this normal summon effect in this deck is insane. You immediately on normal summon get 2 banish effects from your Thunder Dragons. And even for the Chaos theme, like it's even dark. I want to say the other one was Battery Man. So like normal special summon, you get that time order for, yep. Okay. Yep, these are usually the 2 that you would see in Thunder Dragons, but unfortunately we couldn't get either of these. Obviously, Batteryman, Solar, Aloof, Lupine, not super common names, any of them. Solar obviously being the most common, and as you can see here, even that, not very common. Then we have a Chaos Dragon Levianeer at 2 copies. We have a third one in the side as well. It cannot be normal summon success. Must spell summon from your hand by banishing 3 light and or dark monster from your graveyard. When summoned this way, you can activate the effect. Activate this effect. Apply the following effect based on the attributes of the monster banished for the summon, and this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. If you banish only light monsters, you would special summon a monster from a graveyard in defense position. If you would banish only dark monsters, you would shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand into the deck. And if you banish a mixture of them, so 1 light, 2 dark, or 1 dark, 2 light, you destroy up to 2 cards on the field. Levianeer, obviously extremely good. Like usually we'll want to go for the pop, but obviously if you're going first, like shuffling 1 card from your hand into the deck is obviously very devastating. Light, definitely the weakest out of the bunch, but we have way more dark monsters than light, so probably not an issue. Then into the dangers. So for our dangers, every single danger shares the effect where you can reveal this card in your hand and your opponent randomly chooses a card from your entire hand, then you discard the chosen card. If the discarded card was not the card that you revealed, the danger, then you will always special summon that danger you revealed and draw one card. And then they have different effects if they are discarded. But it is very important that these, if this card is discarded, effects are separate from being revealed. They trigger of being discarded from the reveal and then your opponent picking that one. But they also trigger of any other discards. If I'm to discard a Danger Nessie for Twin Twisters, I would also get the discard effect. But this is why, because all of them share the summon this and draw if your opponent misses the danger effect, I will only talk about their discard effects. For Chujinoko, the discard effect is you special summon it. So Chujinoko is the one which always gets you itself on the board. For Jackalope, the special summon, the discard is a special summon of a danger monster in defense position from your deck, except a danger Jackalope. And for Nessie, the discard effect is adding a danger card from your deck to your hand, except a copy of Nessie. I will cover, since I've covered the dangers here, I will cover our side deck dangers as well. We have three Bigfoot and 2 Thunderbird. They have the same, obviously, danger effect. But on their discard effect, Bigfoot targets face-up cards your opponent controls and destroys them, and Thunderbird targets set cards and destroys them. For the rest of the main deck, though, we have triple Pank Drops. Pank Drops has essentially a side effect, but it's not just if your field is empty and your opponent controls a monster. As long as your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this from your hand. You can only special it once per turn this way. And as a quick effect, you attribute a Dino Russell monsters to pop a card your opponent controls. And this effect is once per turn. Incredibly good, obviously, because it's a relatively good body as well. So in some cases, you can summon it, you can swing over things, and then you can have the quick effect pop for a later turn. Or more often, you just immediately summon it for free, use it as fodder, and pop your opponent's card. Extremely good. One of the most used side deck cards probably of all time in Yu-Gi-Oh! As for hand traps, we have chosen Ash Blossom because it's just universally good. And then Effect Veiler. I decided to go for Effect Veiler here because it gives us a light, because obviously we are a lot lighter on lights than darks. And as I said, I would usually for Lavinia, I would like to get the light and dark banished. So this obviously gets more lights for us to banish for Lavinia. Lavinia also gets us access to Chaos Zone, which I put into copies of. Each time a monster is banished, you place a Chaos counter on this card for each of those monsters. Once per turn, you can remove 4 or more from your field to target a banished monster with a level equal to the number removed, and you spell summon the target. And with this card on the field is sent to a graveyard by your opponent's card effect, you can add a light or dark monster from a deck to your hand, whose level is less than or equal to the number of Chaos counters on this card. Well, that were before it was removed. It's good. It gives you the banished stuff back as you banish more things. It's neat. Thunder Dragon Fusion, not a great fusion card, but it gives us access to instant fusion, which obviously I don't need to explain, but what the Thunder Dragon Fusion itself does, you fusion summon a Thunder Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling the fusion materials listed into your deck from among your cards on the field, in your graveyard, and your face-up banished cards. In the UMA phase, except turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Each effect once per turn. It's solid. Then we have Called by the Grave. We're going to be discarding and adding stuff from the grave a lot, so that's what it's here for. Orchestrated attack we cannot activate. It's only here for game 1 for us to get access to Kaminari attack. For a side deck, almost everything here is extra copies of things, in addition to Draw a Lockbird, which we got from OT8, same thing with Artifact Moral Attack, and a single copy of Thunder Dragon Duo, a level 8, which must be spell summoned from your hand by banishing a light and dark. And once per turn, if a monster effect is activated in the hand, this card gains 300 attack until the end of this turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish a card from the graveyard to add a Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, to your opponent's end phase, you can target one of your banished cards placed on the top or bottom of your deck. A lot of stuff that's nice. Obviously, it works more as a traditional chaos monster, and it does stuff, but it's once again it requires you to have stuff in your grave to really get value out of it. And I didn't want to put it in the main deck before I know that I can reliably fill my graveyard. And even then, like, do we need something like this, or would I rather have like more other effects? We'll see. But it's there as a basically plan B in our side deck if we want to go for that. As for our extra deck, a lot of this stuff self-explanatory. The triple nightmare package, you'll continue seeing this, as well as We Witches and Heihachi Ningen. For the attributes, that We Witches is probably going to come up more, and I'm still like contemplating whether I should play just 2 copies of We Witch, because all of the dangers are obviously darks. But for now, like, I'm going for this. And then some summoner takes 2 thunder monsters, so if you have 2 thunder dragons on the field, we can go for this. And once per your opponent's turn, you can, as a quick effect, discard a card and target a thunder monster in your graveyard, except the link monster spell, summon it to your zone, discard points to. Very good effect for the deck that we obviously are playing. The hardest part is going to be putting it on board, because usually if we're putting a thunder monster on the board, it's going to be one of our extra deck monsters. And now finally, let's cover those. I will start with Titan, because the way we summon it is with instant fusion, summoning common area attack. Because the fusion summon can be done with the Thunder Dragon fusion, in which case it takes 3 Thunder Dragon monsters, but more often than not, we're going to summon it with instant fusion on common area attack, and then the alternate condition, which is special summon it by banishing a Thunder monster from your hand and 1 Thunder fusion monster you control, except Thunder Dragon Titan, in which case you do not use Polymerization. And when a Thunder monster's effect is activated in the hand, even during the damage effect, as a quick effect, you can destroy a card on the field, and if this card would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish 2 cards from your graveyard instead. Don't have to be Thunder Dragons, any cards, 2 cards from your graveyard protect this card on the field. And notable, the pop is not once per turn, so as long as you can activate a Thunder Dragon, Thunder monster effects in your hand, you can keep popping cards. But the star of the show, undoubtedly for Thunder Dragons, is Thunder Dragon Colossus. Thunder Dragon and plus Thunder monsters, not really relevant. What's actually relevant, and the way we're going to be putting this on the board, is special summoning it during a Thunder monster's effect was activated in the hand by attributing a Thunder effect non-fusion monster. And the simple thing that Colossus does is it's one of the most oppressive floodgates in the entire game. Cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except by drawing them. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 Thunder monster from your graveyard instead. Very simple. You can draw cards, but you cannot search your deck for any cards, which obviously at this point, by the end of like 2018, very integral for a deck that wants to be competitive in the slightest. So yeah, that about does it. I think I went pretty long, 17 minutes, yeah, still pretty lengthy, but we'll make do. Obviously a lot of also new cards, so we'll just excuse that for now. But thank you so very much for watching the deck breakdown. Hopefully you enjoyed Jeexx as well, and afterwards I will see y'all in the dueling zone.
Okay, so we are playing Soul Fusion. Soul Fusion being one of arguably the strongest sets that releases during the Link era. Introducing stuff like Orcusts, introducing one of the best, like, not answers really, because Pancatrops isn't. I guess it's an out. It's also a body. It's a really beefy body. It's really strong. It's a yeah. We're gonna talk about that in a bit more detail after I get to the breakdown. But overall, this entire set is really strong. Like, there's a bunch of fairly generic. Well, not generic, but fairly strong strategies that come out in it. There's a bunch of support for stuff like Noble Knights, which obviously I was originally intending on playing, but then I realized, oh wait, Orcust is in this. I'm probably going to play Orcust in this case, because I can't get them from anything other than Orcusts, really. But yeah, we have Pancatrops, which is the card as I was alluding to. Dino Wrestler Pancatrops is a really good, like, Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can spell summon this card, and then once per turn, quick effect, you can attribute a Dino Wrestler monster you control and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. It's not too bad. It's good. It gives you a 2.6k body on board, which means that you can swing over shit. You can also use it like reactively. Obviously, you can use it to kind of just pressure your opponent. That's why it's 10 points, like straight up. There's a reason why this card is 10 points. Ghost Ogre, I'm running Ghost Ogre because I think being able to pop cards that enter our board would probably be better for a lot of this stuff. Like, there's some cards in here that make me go, like, I would rather have this be blown up. Like, if I'm playing against other Orcusts, or if I'm playing into Sky Strikers and stuff, I want to have the ability to blow those things up. Then we have Bombard, which has the ability, effect of you can banish this card from your graveyard and spell summon a Orcust monster from your hand, and you can also spell summon monsters except Orcust monsters for the rest of this turn. And then Symbol Skeleton, you can spell summon an Orcust from your graveyard by banishing it, and Harp Horror, you can banish this card and spell summon one Orcust monster from your deck. And then we have World Legacy, World Crown. You can spell summon this card from your hand into in defense position to a zone a link monster points to. And then when a monster on the field that was spell summoned from the extra deck activates effects, you contribute this card and negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. And if this card is normal summoned slash set, if this normal summon slash set card is distributed, you can add a World Legacy spell trap from your deck to your hand. So I'm running 2 copies of these right now. I might be reducing it down to 1 for game 2, depending on how this goes. But I'm running it because of World Legacy World 1, which has the effect of this normal summon slash set card cannot be destroyed by battle card with a monster. Spell summoned from the extra deck. You can only this normal summoned slash set card cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster spell summoned from the extra deck. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can spell summon one World Legacy card from a monster from your hand. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one banished Orcust monster and spell summon it. And then we have Orchestrated Babel. You can activate the effects of Orcust monsters in your graveyard or of Link monsters you control with Orcust in their original name as quick effects. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this card was sent there, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard and add this card to your hand. Orchestrated Einsatz. If your opponent normal spell summons a monster, except in the time step, you can take a Orcust or World Legacy monster from your hand or deck and either send it to the graveyard or banish it. Then we have Orchestrated Return. Send an Orcust or World Legacy monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Then we have the Sky Striker package, starting from Vector. Vector I'm not going to be really using. I just put it in here because I need to have it in here to have access to them. You control no monsters in your main monster zone. Each player sends the top 2 cards of their deck to the graveyard, or as many as possible. Then if you send at least 1 card to the graveyard and have 3 or more spell cards in the graveyard, you can shuffle all of your opponent's monsters from the extra monster zones into the deck. This is a pretty good card overall. I'm obviously not playing it for the effect itself, but it can have some synergy, I imagine, with the Orcust deck. Mostly because I obviously want to dump these cards to the graveyard. You might be noticing I don't have Foolish Burial in here. I kind of forgot that Foolish was in the set through, I think it's Overdone Burial. You can get that from there. But then we have 3 copies of Hornet Drones, 1 copy of Shark Cannon, 1 copy of Widow Anchor, 3 copies of Engage, Orchestrated Core. Once per turn, you can banish one monster from your field or graveyard. Then target one Orcust or World Legacy card you control, and neither player can target it with card effects this turn. If other Orcust and World Legacy cards you control with this for battle or card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Then we have World Legacy Sorrow. If one of your opponent activates a spell trap or monster effect while you control a co-linked monster, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. This is in here because I think it's quite likely that I would end up on a board that has like Orchestrion and Galatea or Orchestrion and Longirsu. So I think reasonably this card can come into play, and also obviously I have access to stuff like not Sky Strikers in this case, but like the Nightmares and obviously Witch. So we'll see how that goes. Outside I have Droll, I have Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper is in the set. No, Ghost Reaper is from the tournament pack. I believe I'm double checking. Because there was some reason why I was able to run 3 of these. Oh no, Droll of Lockbird is from the OTS. Yeah, never mind. And then we have 1 copy extra of each of the Sky Strikers in case, or one, not each, of Hayate and Kagari. And then we have an extra copy of Galatea. And then we have Herald of the Abyss, which is in here to deal with Colossus. I play this, I declare Dark Thunder, and you send that Colossus to the fucking graveyard. Easy peasy, works every time. Machine Dupe through OTS, and then Orchestrated Attack. When a monster declares an attack, tribute 1 Orcust or World Legacy monster and target one of your opponent's one monster your opponent controls and banish it. Thunder Dragon Colossus, Weebfox is going to talk about that shit. I'm not going to touch it. Galatea, 2 effect monsters, including an Orcust. This link card cannot be destroyed by battle. You can target one of your banished machine monsters, shuffle in the deck, and then set a Orcust spell or trap card from your deck. You can only use this effect of Galatea once per turn. Cerberus, Phoenix, Unicorn, Longirsu with Orcust Orchestrator. This link card cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can target 2 of your banished machine monsters and shuffle them into the deck. Then you can send 1 linked monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. This card cannot attack the same turn you activate this effect. Orchestrion. 2 plus effect monsters, including an Orcust monster. 3k attack, link 4. This link card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can target 3 of your banished machine monsters, shuffle them to the deck, and if you do, the attack and defense of any linked monster your opponent currently controls become 0. And also their effects are negated. And then we have Hayate during combat. If described battle, you can send a Sky Striker from your deck to the graveyard. Kagari, add a Sky Striker spell in your graveyard to your hand. Shizuku, add a Sky Striker spell in your end phase to your hand from your deck. And then We Witch's Apprentice because it is a dark. And I'm mostly playing darks. But yeah, even like the Horned Drone token is dark. So I think it's pretty good. But yeah, that about does it. I think this deck is pretty strong overall. Like, obviously, that's silly to say. It's a fucking Orcust deck. Orcust is one of the best decks in the game at this time. Like, it's only gonna keep getting better from here on out. Like, there has been a lot of murmuring about Colossus, right? And even I'm playing a package in here with Ghost Reaper and Herald of the Abyss to deal with Colossus. And it's because Colossus, while it doesn't exactly shit on me the same way that it does like most other decks in the format, and the reason why it doesn't do that is because like I don't add cards to my hand. I set cards directly, I draw cards, or I send cards to the graveyard and summon cards from the deck. Like, this card doesn't exactly grief this deck, and that's a big proponent of why this deck ends up being stronger than the Thunder Dragon deck. Right? There's a bunch of stuff about that where Colossus itself is a really strong card against every deck that isn't the best deck in the format. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Good luck with the games.
What is up, ladies and lads, and welcome back to the Historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey, this time with Soul Fusion and OT8. And nope, still can't win a coin toss to save my life.
See, this is what it means to be a hero. To fight against oppression.
Would you look at that? Clean 40s for both of us. Beautiful.
Clean 40s. I would like to declare myself a hero and activate Sky Striker Mobilize Engage to add to my hand a Sky Striker card. Is this okay?
That is fine.
See, this is what it means to be a hero. I would like to add to my hand Hornet Drones. Then I would like to activate Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones to special summon out a token. And sorry, this is the wrong token. See, we gotta summon a Sky Striker. This came out in the OTS, so very important.
That's awesome.
And then we would like to use the token for summoning out a, as you might have guessed, Sky Striker Ace, Kagari, yippee, yippee, Kagari. Yippee. And then we activate the effect of Kagari to add back to our hands an Engage, if that is okay.
Engage is fine.
And then I would like to activate Sky Striker Mobilize Engage.
Go for it.
To search from my deck a thingamabob. What do we search this time, guys?
Could be anything.
Could be anything. There's a number of cards that it could most definitely be. That is not incorrect. Not incorrect at all. There's like an actual question here. Like, do I want to use this here? 'Cause it's not a bad card. Well, I think I'll add to my hand Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon.
Shark Cannon. What did this one do? Because now I need to pay attention because I remember last time we used
banishes cards from grave.
Gotcha.
Banishes card from grave and then summons it if I have 3 or more in the grave.
Yeah.
Which grieves me if remember.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still kind of fucked up.
Yep.
Thinking about it. Then what does this guy say? This guy says fucking nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing here. Fuck it. Then I pass. No. Then I said 2 pass. Yippee.
I was like, interesting. Search for this quick play that banishes stuff from grave against this grave deck. But I don't think I'm gonna, set it.
That would be silly.
Alright, draw a standby main. Sure, let us start by activating Chaos Zone.
Okay.
Then I would like to pitch Thunder Dragon to add up to 2 Thunder Dragon from my deck to my hand.
Yep.
I will grab Thunder Dragons número 1 and 2. Then I would like to pitch to my grave a Thunder Dragon Dark to add a Thunder Dragon Dark from my deck to my hand.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
I will go grab Dragon Dark. Then I would like to reveal in my hand a Danger Chuchinoko.
Chuchinoko!
And then it auto shuffles, so go ahead and pick. Perfect, I have 6 here.
From left to right? Left, so that's...
Alright. I will pitch Thunder Dragon Dark. And then this card was not Chuchinoko. So I would like to bada bing bada boom, special that, and draw one. Then. Ho ho.
Oh my god.
I would like to special summon from my hand
Oh, me summoning.
by banishing a light
And a dark.
and a dark
No.
and another dark
Oh my
to
god.
summon out
3!
Levianeer. Levianeer summon. Pop up to 2 since I 2.
Does not target. Therefore, you declare which effect you're using, and then I respond.
Yeah, it is. You can activate it, but it's based on the attributes. It's always gonna be the disrupt the 2. So on summon,
The reason why that's important is because in this case you
could
have
otherwise chain.
Yeah, because I can check what you're targeting and then go from there. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I cannot do that in this case. So I would like to activate Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor targeting your Levianeer, and I would like to take control of it. I'm pretty sure that's what happens because this resolves, and then this is the weird part that I still don't understand from Sky Strikers, because when you activate Engage when you have 2 cards in grave, you draw a card. I don't understand why.
I would assume
So-
that that's how it works. So
Yep.
now I know what the other thingamabob at least is. Then,
And it doesn't matter anymore because I have a monster in my main monster zone.
yep. Also
Yeah.
true. I guess I could. Does it really matter? So instead, I think. Also, I banished 3. So let me. Actually, sorry, it's 1 counter because
one
I
instance,
times 3
yeah.
on in 1, and then I think I would rather. Does it matter in which case I do this? There's a world where it does. So I would like to reveal in my hand a Danger Jackalope, and then go ahead and pick.
We go this thing.
Yep. I will pitch to my grave a Thunder Dragon and summon out Jackalope. Jackalope. I mean, sure, we can do it here. And then I would like to draw 1. Holy shit. Yep, that's a pretty good one. How do I want to do this? Actually, dude, I can do so many things. Oh, dude, that's actually fucked up crazy. Then we will use these 2 to link summon a Witch's Apprentice. Then I will normal summon a Thunder Dragon Matrix. Since I haven't normally yet this turn, because why wouldn't I be able to do all of these? And then I would like to use said Thunder Dragon Matrix since I have used quite a few effects in my hand this turn to summon out a Colossus. And this is until the end
You get it
phase,
back.
so yeah, I don't really need to worry about that. So instead, we'll just go battle phase, and I'll swing over this thing for 1600.
Yep.
And I I think. Oh yeah, was this? This was tributing, right? Yeah, no banishing for this one.
Correct.
And also forgot that this is an if, so I should have also a Thunder Dragon Matrix in my hand because of Matrix being sent from the field. Because, you know, why wouldn't everything at least go neutral in this game? In this game deck, sorry.
Because, you know, we had to give him something, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we can't just, you know, leave Thunder Dragons without anything, right? Because, you know, that would be fucked up.
Exactly.
Does it matter, really?
So,
I think...
Unless I'm mistaken about something, by the way.
Yeah?
Thunder Dragon Colossus replacement effect cannot be negated.
If it would be destroyed by battle card effect.
Correct.
Yeah,
Because
because, you know...
effect, so when you do it, for some reason, it just goes like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, because...
Your effect doesn't work, but
we
that
should
works.
give this deck something, right?
Yeah, we should definitely give it something.
Anyways, I'll just do this now to... Just in case you get through something, I'll go a Dragon Roar to add Dragon Dark to my hand for my banish. To have a quick effect, to have one more thingy-majingy, and then we'll go end phase. And Lavinia goes back. Things go back to their. Do they matter? Like when they change control, can you like pick where it goes, or does it go back to that original spot?
Well, it doesn't remember where it was.
Okay, yeah. I'll just put it there
like,
just for the hell of it, and that's gonna be all she wrote.
It's one of those things where it's like, this game, how does a card know it's being properly special summoned from the extra deck one moment, but it doesn't remember that's been special summoned from the extra deck the other? How does that work? And the answer is, fuck you.
Okay, if anyone ever has a week or a month really bored, just go through the entirety of the History Google learning journey, and every time we are like, why do Yu-Gi-Oh rules work like this? I would like to get a counter.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would also like to remind everybody that I also obviously mentioned this in my deck breakdown, but it is really funny to think that when you're looking at Genesis points, like you look at Dark Law and Colossus is 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
6 7. I'm gonna shoot
But you
myself
don't get
in the head.
it. You don't get it. You gotta you get a card that removes a card from your opponent's hand once per turn. If you get 3 of them out, that's broken. And it's a one-sided floodgate.
Hey,
how do you
if
deal
you're
with that?
Pot of Greeting though, like Colossus does nothing. Because like you can draw cards.
True,
You just can't search for them. Yeah, so
very real. If you
so
activate a
having
pot of
also
greed,
like protection for like 17 turns, like it's also
that
like
makes sense.
perfectly fine.
You know, I hadn't thought about that before, but the fact that Dark Claw punishes you for using Pot of Greed explains so much for why it's so low, so high in point count. Because they want people to be playing Graceful Charity, so they go ±0, or want to be playing Pot of Greed, so they go +1. So if Dark Claw goes like, no, you go ±0. Actually, the players will be like, no, that's stupid. I wanna go +1 because they're fucking idiots and toddlers that play this video game.
Now you're getting it.
I never thought about it before. That is such a good point, though. I would like to activate Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon targeting your Tsuchinoko.
My Chuchinoko!
Your Tsuchinoko! Because all the other ones, when they go to the graveyard, give you shit.
Hey, Jackalope does.
I mean, Jackalope doesn't, but it doesn't matter because Tsuchinoko is a cute little snack.
It is.
Okay?
I'll give it up. Like, you know, you make a very valid point. So, oh, I can't summon it to your field. So it will get banished, and because you have thingamabobs, you instead get it. But you can put it
So now
wherever
it's...
you would like.
Oh,
Also, would
actually,
you like
I
to
can put it
special
in
it
attack?
in? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, brother.
1.8k?
It's
Let's go.
humongous.
Humongous.
Absolutely
Then...
Don't use my snake for your mischievous play. I at least, you know, I use 2 cute
way too
critters to
late
make a cute witch's apprentice, so, you know, you need to at least match my aura there.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can match your aura on this at all. I'm gonna be honest. There's also like the issue of I don't have. I think I could have if I added drones instead of shark cannon, I would still be in the same position.
I
And
mean,
it
you should
wouldn't have
have
changed
seen me
anything.
activating Chaos Zone, getting Levianeer, getting Colossus, getting a Link, and getting 17 things in my grave. Why didn't you?
Yeah, I should have probably seen that. The main issue here is that I only have symbol skeleton in my hand, so when I do this, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't result in anything worthwhile, because I can't actually like use skeleton for anything, since I can't banish it, so I can't use it for automaton.
Just
And
by the
like even if I
way.
had a line of play where I could summon
Okay.
this thing and then summon another one, and then after that banish an Orcust symbol skeleton to summon back out the automaton, I can't do that either because I
Yeah.
don't have any ways of floating stuff right now, which is unfortunate.
Orcust,
But
by the way,
like,
can we talk about like Orcust is like top 10 aesthetics in like Yu-Gi-Oh for archetypes like ever. It's such a sick archetype, like
jazz
aesthetics
band.
wise. Well, I've been told what happens if things happen in game one, so we might be.
Just gonna, dude. Do I want to put the like boring option in, or do I want to put in the, I think the funnier option?
I'm
Because one of these
also
cards is just
contemplating
like strictly funnier.
I'm also contemplating a really boring option, which I absolutely don't need, but you know.
Me when I play Shadow Imprisoning Mirror into my opponent's dark
Okay,
deck.
I'm not that bad.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. I'm about to put in Herald of the Abyss just for the fucking gag of it.
Manga. You know what? Fuck
Monk.
it.
I think
I'm
it's a good
embracing
card.
this, so just fucking go all the way. And no, it's not actually that. I should have put this shit in here. But no. These are also fun. I think I'm fine with this. Oh, do you? Okay.
Hmm?
You sure you don't want
No,
me
no,
to
no.
go first?
I'm pretty sure I don't want
Okay,
to go
okay.
first.
Just making sure. So you didn't
Yeah, I
mistakenly go
understand.
for it.
I understand. Engage.
Engage is good.
I would like to add a Hornet Drones.
Go for it.
I activate
Horny
Hornet
drones.
Drones.
Horny drones.
I summon out well, even summon out in this situation. I can summon out Hayate first. And then I would like to send a card from the deck. Wait, no, this doesn't do it on summon.
Yeah, you can
No,
attack
this
directly
don't.
and then
Oh
it
yeah,
does
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's why this card was kind of shit. Right. I'll summon out using drones, and then I'll summon out Chizuku. And then with Chizuku, I would like to add a Sky Striker spell from my deck to my hand with a different name from the cards in my graveyard.
Yeah, this will probably thingamajingy babadoo.
Oh,
Go
wait,
for
actually,
it.
I can just add. Wait. Just. I can
Oh yeah, this
go
is
Kagari.
interesting. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I go Kakari here, and I would like to add to my hand a Engage. Because I keep forgetting that these things have, like, very strange activation
Mm-hmm.
periods. Because, like, one of them is, like, on summon, you do the thing. And then Hayate is on battle, you do the thing. And then Shizuku, at the end of turn, you do the thing. And it's like,
Yep.
but, like, could I just do one of these things immediately after summoning Kagari? But no, the answer is no. You cannot. Fuck you. Eat shit and die. Double checking.
Go for it.
Yeah, the activation itself happens at the end of turn as well. Whereas I was wondering if this was like you activate it when you summon it, and then at the end of turn you add a card that has a different name from the cards that were in the graveyard when you activated it. But that is also not the case.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, activate engage again to add to my hand I mean, if I add this, I can actually make it plays again, right? I can actually do shit with this. That's not bad. That's pretty okay, actually. That thins my deck out. Might as well just add another fucking
Horny drones.
Horner Drones.
Yep.
And then,
I do love Hornet drones being like, if you have 3 or more spells instead, then you get a token with 1500.
dude! That's
Golly.
huge! What do you mean you gave it? Holy shit, that's
I mean,
insane!
you can beat over Chuthinoko.
Oh, that is true. That is true. We can. And then I just use Kagari for Shizuku and set one pass. End of turn. I add to my hand a Sky Striker thingamabob that isn't in my graveyard.
Yep.
And I will be adding to my hand a Widow Anchor.
Widow Anchor was the negate thingy, yeah.
Negate and your joint.
Yeah. Yes. Alright. Let me start. Oh, well, that's a little unfortunate. I guess we'll start with this. Just in case I wouldn't want to discard this, so I would like to reveal a jackalope. Go ahead and take a pick.
1 through 5, left, right. 4.
It is a Dragon Matrix. So I will special out my jackalope and draw one. Then I would like to pitch to my grave a Thunder Dragon Dark in order to grab another from my deck to my hand. In the grim darkness of the grim dark, there is only grim darkness. And unfortunately, there isn't. This would be really funny. I don't think it makes sense though. So I think. Actually, do I even need to? I don't hate it, but maybe this dumb. I'm gonna chill on that.
Oh yeah. Standby main. What is he cooking?
I ain't nothing.
What is he cooking?
I ain't doing nothing.
I ain't doing nothing.
I'm just living my life.
Well, I would like to link off my Shizuku for a Kagari.
Kagari is all good.
And I would like to add to my hand a Sky Striker Mobilize Engage.
Yep.
And I would like to activate Hornet Drones for a Dark Warrior token. Boom.
Hornet Drone is fine.
Hornet Drones is fine. And then... Oh, wait, this is not...
You'll catch me dead before I'm using anything except for then the OG sheep tokens. They're too cute.
So true. I'll have to give it up. You're not wrong about that. Then I would like to link these two off for a Nightmare Phoenix.
And on Link Summon?
On Link Summon, I would like to activate the effect of Nightmare Phoenix. Would you like to resolve, chain anything?
I think...
Sorry, I need to actually...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
First the discard. You're right.
I discard World Legacy World Wand.
What was Wand? Let's get to World Legacy from your hand. And then this was... Yeah, okay, yeah, this was the Orcust one. Yeah, I think I would like to Valor your Phoenix.
Okay. I would... like
Valor
to
not being hard once
the
per turn is
effect, though.
weird, by the way.
Oh, it's usually because of the fact that you're not expected to have multiple copies of Valor, because it's just kind of weird that you would have
I mean, that's
Valor,
also
right?
true. And I guess it's also like old card before they realize, oh yeah, basically everything should probably have hard parts per turns just to avoid any degeneration.
Yeah. Exactly. Then I would like to... I'm not going to activate the effect of World One, by the way, because it's very specific, very clunky, very stinky. I would like to activate Sky Striker Mobilize Engage to add to my hand a Sky Striker card.
That is all good.
And draw one card. I would like to add to my hand... Oh, wow, Orcust Harp Horror! Wow!
The GOAT.
What a great card!
My favorite
That's my
Sky Striker
favorite
card.
Sky Striker card. I draw one.
Yep.
Yippee!
We did it, Reddit.
We did it, Reddit. We have succeeded in it. I activate Orchestrated Return to send a World Legacy monster from my hand to the graveyard. I would send World Crown to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2, ALG.
I draw 2 cards.
Dude, I just seeing all of these like Orcust cards, like I'm thinking of the Crush cards lore video. It's so good, man.
Dude! I have not drawn a single one of my 12 Orcust cards.
Are you just drawing like Sky Striker garbage and not even Orcust Sharders?
No. I'm not even drawing Sky Striker cards. I'm drawing like I drew my second copy of World Wand, and then all of the like generic stuff that I'm like, yeah, this is This is good to be in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in here, and that's like crazy.
But like you said, you know, like this is what it means to be a hero. At
This
start,
is
the
what it
hero
means
needs
to
to
be a
struggle.
hero.
We're currently
That
in
is
the
true.
I'm setting my evil ploy stage, so you can't, you know, have your prolific moments yet.
That is true. Like, if I had any means of sending shit to the graveyard, oh, I fucking forgot to put in Foolish Burial. That's the card I was thinking about.
Oh
before.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good one in Orcust, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
But
especially on 3 copies.
I'll give it up. I kind of forgot that you could even get Foolish Burial in the set because it would have been pretty good in
Good
this
reason.
one as well.
Yeah.
Not as crazy. Obviously, but still.
Well,
Dude, Jackalope B2K defense is so funny. Like, fucking why?
yeah, I can't.
This thing does not look like
It's a dark 2, by the way.
Yep, I mean, you know.
So, you know.
We've been talking about like Colossus and shit and Thunder Dragons in general. Yeah, these danger cards are pretty good, I think.
These danger cards are pretty good, I think. Activate Horny Drones.
Horny fine.
Horny fine. I summon Horny Drones. I make Link 3. What? We got Link 3? What Link 3 will be?
You wouldn't spin
It's
my
unicorn.
poor fucking thingamabob.
It's Unicorn. We got Unicorn, ladies and gentlemen. I heckin' love Unicorn. I would like to discard a card, and then let me think for a moment.
You don't need to think. I'm sending my second Veiler.
Wow! He's gaming! That's kind of unfortunate, actually. Shit.
I mean, that thing can at least beat over my Jackalope.
That thing can beat over your Jackalope. It can beat off.
Huh? The animal yard beat off.
Huh? Well, unfortunate. I'm just gonna swing over this shit.
No, my Jackalope.
Goodbye, Jackalope. And then I
You fucking monster.
I set 1 pass.
Set 1 pass. Well, so that is Widow. I know that much. But, dude, well,
Summon him.
not the greatest. Not the greatest. The greatest. The greatest. I mean, I'll just start by pitching a Thunder Dragon Dark to add a Thunder Dragon Dark.
That is okay. You can add your Thunder Dragon Darks.
I will add
your
a
Thunder Dragon Darks.
Dragon Dark to my hand.
Yep.
Then
You know, if
I
this
will-
card like had a cost to it, I think this would be a pretty good card.
Nah.
You know, I think if it said send this card and another card from your hand to the graveyard to add 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Dark to your hand, that would be pretty good. Like that would be like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's
I
balanced.
think it should be add any Thunder Dragon from
I think you should probably be silenced.
I think.
Deplatformed.
Fire off a Chaos Zone.
Okay.
And pass my turn.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. We are cooking. We are doing it. We are gaming. We're out here normal summoning Orcust simple monkeys and swinging
It's not even a
for
fucking
3.4k Orcust simple skeleton. Sorry. I keep looking at it and thinking like, monkey. I don't know why.
It is giving monkey energy, so you know I will give you that.
Oh man, and then let's see. Let's think. Is there
Link
something I could do?
4?
Oh, Link 4? Including an Orcust monster?
Yippee!
Maybe we have options though. Maybe there are options that exist. Maybe we can do things, but unfortunately, not right the fuck now.
Alrighty then, gamers. It's time to play the fucking video game.
Very
Let's
excited
start
for the
by
video game.
revealing from my hand Danger Tsuchinoko.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I will pitch from my hand this Thunder Dragon Dark. And I will summon out Tsuchinoko. And I would like to draw a card.
Yep, go for it. for it. And then what would you like to add? No, actually, never mind. That's only if it's banishes and from field.
Yeah,
right.
it's
This card is balanced. I forgot.
Imagine all of this shit also. Say if this card is discarded, it's like,
dude. I mean, can you fault me for thinking that?
honestly, not really.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
No, the
Me when I
issue
discard 2 cards from my hand and I get hit with an effect veiler and my opponent is still in a better position to win the game than I am. Me when my opponent only has 3 cards in hand and I'm still like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna lose any moment now.
I think, you know what I'm saying, yeah?
No.
Okay, just that. Just making sure.
I don't actually know.
I will pitch from my hand a Thunder Dragon Roar to add a Thunder Dragon from my graveyard to my hand, and I think I will elect to go for a Thunder Dragon Dark, because, you know, he's my favorite.
No.
I do think
he's your favorite. I understand.
And then, I mean,
Very understandable.
We just gotta go for it, you know? You know what I'm saying? I would like to activate from my hand an Instant Fusion.
Okay. Yeah.
Instant Fusion will summon out the notorious Kaminari Attack.
Kaminari Attack. Ah, yes.
Which I got through Orchestrated Attack, by the way. This is what I meant, like, shit just lined up in this set. Because how the fuck are you gonna get Kaminari Attack?
Yeah, understandable. How would I say? Well,
And then we will run into the thingamajigba, you know, by banishing this Kaminari Attack, as well as the Thunder Dragon Dark from my hand, to put some counters on the guy, to summon out Titan.
Titan. What does this guy even do? When Thunder Master effect is activated or from the hand, even during damage, you can destroy a card. Yeah.
Yep, the summon is
this
okay.
Card will be destroyed by card thing. The summon is okay, yeah.
And Dragon Dark will grab me a Thunder Dragon card from my deck to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for this...
So true. Really. Samaa mieltä.
Shut up, Rolly. That's my G.
That's my go.
I mean, no, it needs to be this one, because if you can just Wither Anchor next turn, then I just die. So it's gotta be the Thunder Dragon.
The Thunder Dragon.
Yep. And then I would like to pitch said Thunder Dragon from my hand to add up to 2 Thunder Dragon from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
Which will proc Tian's effect to pop a card on the field.
Okay.
And
What we popping?
I'm thinking, because I know, actually it doesn't really matter, because I know this one's Widow Anchor. The issue is, how scared am I off? Because I can't swing over Unicorn even if you didn't have it. Every single time, I think it's still whatever, because I think you need to Widow Anchor. I'll just pop Unicorn.
Yep.
And then I will, because then I at least don't die on the crackback. I will go for let me actually, this was, yeah. I will add to my hand a copy of Thunder Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would like to use the effect of Thunder Dragon to add a Thunder Dragon. And then I would like to use the effect of Titan to target this back row.
Yep.
And then I will add Thunder Dragon to my hand. And then I haven't normaled, but I don't think there's Any reason? Because like this is also like where it would be obviously fucked up because I could just tribute some of Thunder Dragon over to Tinoco and they used Thunder Dragon to make Colossus here as well. But at least Master Rule 4 is protecting us from such heresies.
Master Rule 4, I love you.
In
In this single instance, I enjoy your existence. This one instance, you have made the game better.
This gives you the special. You don't have stuff yet. You can obviously
I don't have
get
anything
stuff, but I still think
if I had Foolish Burial, this would be pretty good.
this would
be a pretty good card, bro.
Yeah, I'll just swing for 2k. We'll go main 2, and I will say some slurs. I think whatever the Thunder Dragon players usually do.
Wait, stand by main. Witness me.
I'm gonna witness.
I activate Orchestrate Einsatz first and foremost. Then
okay.
You control more monsters than actually no, I activate from my hand by paying 1,500 life points. Herald of the Abyss, and I declare thunder and light.
Oh, this was the monster that
I'm
one face monster that declared type attribute. This is one way to get over the
send that motherfucker to hell.
No, I'll just send him to the graveyard instead. But
it's the same place technically.
I think Banish would be closer to hell.
I think Banish face down is purgatory. Because you can't get away from that, no matter what you do.
That's fair.
Then special summoning, because you control more monsters than I do, a Pancratops. And then, actually, I can summon this in attack?
Yep.
That's fucking stupid!
The one time when Pancratops actually doesn't need to just, do the thingamajig, and it can instead do other things.
That's so nasty. That's so disgusting.
Pretty funny.
Into this bastard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should you go to great?
Main phase 2, and then I don't have any other place.
Alright. Then... This is one split on. Alright. Well, that's a pretty good one. I would like to reveal in my hand a Danger Nessie.
Okay.
Take your pick.
1, 2, 3 is left, and 4, 5, 6 is right.
Alright.
So this thing. Goodbye, yep. Nessie.
Goodbye, Nessie. I would like to add a danger card from my deck to my hand since Nessie's gone. Yeah. And I will
kind of unfortunate that I got the Nessie because I would have preferred if you had summoned it since it doesn't do anything on board here.
Yep.
And now
this
we get
is
a thing from it.
Better for me. And I guess it doesn't matter because I've used one of both. But we will grab Jackalope to hand, and let's spin the roulette once again. So here's Jackalope, here's your 50-50. Now it doesn't really matter. I guess it's better to, yep, it is a Jackalope. Jackalope goes to the grave, so you have a way, like if you want to, and you have a way, you can obviously banish it, but nothing else. I will special it out.
When you special summon, except Danger Jackalope. Wait. What? Wait, how are you specializing it? Wait.
If this got discarded, you can special summon one Danger Motion. Oh yeah, wait, this gives me stuff from the deck. Wait, this is even better. Than
and specifically not him himself.
Yeah, I mean, I would go. Anyway, for whatever reason, I remember that both of them summon themselves if they get discarded. But no, like Jackalope gets you stuff from the grave. Chuchinoko always just ends them on board, and then Nessie gets you searches.
Yeah, and then Bigfoot destroys shit when it gets discarded.
Yeah, Bigfoot is monsters, and Thunderbird is spell traps, and none of the other stuff matters at all.
Nope, you just play those.
I guess at this point, I'd just rather go for Nessie, because it's just the biggest dumb idiot.
It's bigger, yeah. When you summon Nessie, I would like to activate the effect of Orchestrated Einsatz, which allows me to take an Orcust or War Legacy monster from my hand or deck and either send it to the graveyard or banish it.
Yep.
Yeah. I would like to banish. Ooh, wait, banish. Ooh, wait, should I? I can send to the graveyard Orcust, Harp, Horror. Yippee!
Yippee, we did it.
We did it, Reddit!
Mm.
Clap!
I don't think there's anything else, because, yeah, this doesn't matter. And, yeah, think on that, chilling. What, this gives you that, alright. Sure, I will end my turn.
We're standby.
In your standby. Let's get rid of that Harper.
How about you kill yourself?
I'm good, actually. I'd rather just banish it.
I think you should definitely do that.
And yeah,
And
until
then,
the end of
I would like to activate the effect
turn.
of World Legacy World 1 to banish it and special summon out Harper in attack position.
Yep, and it doesn't have effects until the end of my turn.
It does not, unfortunately. But I would like to activate the effect of... Wait, double checking?
Hey, also, this is
Herald of the Abyss to call Aqua and Dark, and then swing for game.
Yep. And that'll be enough. Well, I could have break harder than that in a deck where basically everything is, you know, everything goes into something else. So, I mean, I just drew duds. I didn't draw anything that really does anything. I don't think there's nothing that I would want to switch here. No,
I'm also thinking like you didn't really have any other plays there for because the thing that you went into, the thing that isn't Colossus, that's also better there than Colossus because I don't really have anything in my hand specifically. And at the end of the day, I didn't even add anything. So
yeah, I mean that was just like Herald
I think
of
that was
the Abyss
literally the best thing that you could do. Yeah, like this card being in here is solely for the sake of shooting a card that I cannot deal with any other way, and yeah.
Yeah, and obviously it's really good because like Thunder Dragon, like it's a lot harder like for you to like get some stuff on the board, and obviously you being also like everything is the thunders, but you're still like some of them are lights and some of them are darks, but also like oftentimes like you're just ending on one big idiot, so obviously it's just like hey 1500 to remove this thing which otherwise literally cannot be removed. So
yeah, which isn't too bad, and I think overall like for this format specifically, considering the cards that we both have in our decks, Herald of the Abyss is a really good card. Because like I also have stuff in my extra deck like Orchestrion, which is really annoying to get rid of if it's linked. And for that sake, I think it's a pretty solid card overall.
Yep. Well, let's immediately start some roulettes. So let's go Danger Nessie.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 reroll. 2.
All right. Well, that's really funny. It is the said Nessie.
Why?
I will go grab to my hand a Jackalope.
I legitimately think the most fucked up part about these cards is that fact that it doesn't have to be this card that you discard.
Yep.
It has to be a Nessie that you discard.
Yeah, if you have more, like, they just go...
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's this one. Is it Jackalope?
No, it would have been really
Jackalope,
fun.
that's okay.
It's a draw blackboard.
Okay.
We'll special out Jackalope and draw one.
Yeah.
Then I will pitch a Thunder Dragon Dark. At my hand,
the activation of Thunder Dragon Dark, I would like to discard Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries.
All right.
And I would like to reveal Colossus.
All right. So I will banish. It is banish, right?
Yeah, banish all cards with the same name as that card.
Well, I do have all three, so I will. But obviously, you do get to see. So how do I reveal my show?
It's above it, yeah. 3 copies of Oh, you're playing 3 copies of Instant Fusion, obviously.
Yeah, I'm just playing triple everything. You don't really need the other stuff as well, and like making links apart from like dangers here is really hard. So
yeah, it's because all of your stuff goes to the graveyard and they don't really float that well.
Yeah,
and the dangers obviously give you access to arguably the best shit you can have, which is in this case Witch's Apprentice because it buffs everything other than Titan. But in this case, getting rid of the Colossus means that Colossus can hit 3.1k, and that's pretty good.
Yep. Then I would like to reveal in my hand. Actually, would I rather? Oh yeah, let me add the Thunder Dragon Dark to my hand first. Then I will reveal in my hand a Danger Tsuchinoko.
Another one. Yeah. This thing.
Well, it is a Danger Tsuchinoko, but Tsuchinoko always comes back, so I'll get back Tsuchinoko.
What the fuck?
Anyways, I would like to reveal in my hand a Danger Tsuchinoko.
Are you okay? So it wasn't even the same one. Okay, one.
That
two,
was the
three,
same
four,
one,
five,
actually.
6. Okay.
It's a Tsuchinoko. So you do honestly like you hit basically
That's-
perfect because it's like you deny me of the draw, so that's still like
Yeah.
pretty damn good. Then I
think that's impressive in its own right.
it is it's genuinely like pretty damn impressive. Would it actually be? No, it doesn't really matter. I don't think this matters that much, but I still think I'd rather do this. I'll just use these two to have some grave fodder, and I will make a wee witch's apprentice.
Yeah. This thing is big enough, also 1.9k, where I can't swing over it with a normal summon.
Yeah, and like 2,500 jackalope. That shit's
thing is huge.
crazy.
This thing is huge.
And I think it's gotta be this every time, right?
Did you even have a Thunder Dragon you could use this turn to summon Colossus?
Well, funny you say that. I think I would like to pitch to my Grave a Thunder Dragon Roar to add a Colossus from my banish to my hand.
Yep.
Then I will use this guy to tribute summon a Thunder Dragon Dark.
Yep.
And then I will use said Thunder Dragon Dark to make the one Colossus that I now get back.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
It's pretty
It
good.
doesn't exactly defeat it, but it's still like really good.
You get then I will grab for Thunder Dragon Dark. I'll add a Thunder Dragon card from my deck to my hand, and honestly, there's 3. I mean, this shit doesn't matter if you're rid of something. Actually,
My Firefox just crashed. Give me a bit.
yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, all good. Oh, dude, this shit's fucking. Okay, yeah, this might be an act of terrorism. I'll go for Dragonhawk.
Already logged into the duel server. Wait, what do you mean?
The game
Okay,
can
I got it.
resume.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll discard a Thunder Dragonhawk to summon a banished Thunder Dragon. So I'll make the cock and balls with Wee Witch's Apprentice into Colossuses. And, well, nothing in my hand. Have fun.
Standby main. Oh, actually, in your end phase, I would like to spell summon out a Banker Tops.
In my end
And
phase.
then, in your end phase, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can spell summon this. Oh, never mind. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
not a
still-
quick
you
effect.
still
I keep
need to
thinking that the
summon
first
it.
one, the second one is a quick effect. Yeah, never mind. I think I keep thinking like, oh yeah, it's quick effect, and then you get to also sack it for a quick effect. But no.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Then I would like to activate a Herald of the Abyss and call Dark and Thunder.
Yep. I will send one of my Colossi to the grave.
For the rest of the turn, opponent can activate effects of monsters with that sent monster's name. Crazy how that works.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Do you
that
have
this is how this works?
Do you have a second Herald of the Abyss?
You can't activate more than one per turn. So
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess it would be
It's,
kind of defeat the purpose of like, hey, make you pick one. I mean, it's like, dude,
Exactly.
fuck you. Go for all of them.
it should just send all of them. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. It should just send all of them. But yeah, let's see. I would like to normal summon an Orcust Harp Horror.
Yo, Harper gets to do his thing.
Then we summon out a Galatea. I would like to banish Harp Horror to summon out from my graveyard deck an Orcust monster. Yes.
Yep. Special summoning from deck is still fine. Just can't.
I'm double checking something else.
Yeah, all G.
It's just all Orcust monsters. Yeah. This is where the fucking Orcust Nightmare thing comes into play, because that thing is fucking cracked. You summon it and you dump another one, essentially. It's insane.
Is it the like crazy basically the
The level
crazy thing with the crazy hair? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, the level 8, essentially.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Sure
I summon
is.
out a Orcust symbol skeleton. Then I would like to activate the effect of Galatea Orcust Automaton to shuffle a banished machine monster back to my deck.
Yep.
And then I would like to set an Orcust spell or trap card for my deck. I will be setting Orchestrated Return.
Yep.
Then I would like to activate the effect of Orchestrated Return to discard from my hand a World Legacy card.
Well, if
To draw
actually
2
you're
cards.
sending it to there.
Oh, sorry, very different, very different effects. So yes, you're correct. I would like to draw
that's
2
fine.
cards. Yep.
Go for it.
Why am I drawing these right now? I mean, I can activate one of these right now, right? No, I can't, because I can't add cards, so I can't activate a card that would add cards. True. That is a good point. Then I would like to link summon, using these 2 to link summon out a Longirsu, the Orcust Orchestrator, and then I would like to banish Symbol Monkey to summon back out a Galatea Orcust Automaton.
Yep.
Unless this has a limitation. No, it does not. I would like to double checking. You can turn 2 of your banished machine monster shuffle into the deck. Then you can send 1 linked monster your opponent controls to the graveyard.
Yes, sir.
That's unfortunately very difficult in this case. But I would like to banish World Wand to summon back out my symbol skeleton. Right? Banished, yes. I would like to summon back out my symbol skeleton.
Yep.
And then I would like to...
And now you're dark locked. How will you ever survive?
Locked. How will I ever survive? I would like to link off my Galatea and my symbol skeleton to summon out a Nightmare Unicorn.
Well,
then I would
not
like
there,
to-
but yeah. You obviously need to summon it in a link zone.
Oh, keep sneaking. This thing has 2 link arrows down and 1 link to the left. But
It
it's the
is
opposite.
weird to have a like link 3 with basically like no on summon
So-
utility, only point 1 down.
Yeah, the idea here is that you summon this guy, and then from there you can essentially link off stuff, spin stuff from your opponent's side of the board that is currently linked, and it's really useful overall. But yeah, I would like to discard 1 card to spin your Thunder Dragon Colossus back into the deck.
Colossus is back.
Colossus is gone.
Evil has
for
been
now.
defeated.
The evil has in fact been defeated. That is correct. We are very correct on that. I am still dark locked, which is unfortunate. Wait.
You still
can I
have 2
check
cards
some-
in your hand. I have no cards in my hand, so
I mean,
think
I'm
you're
gonna be honest.
still fine.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. These 2 cards in my hand, they're pretty fucking cracked. They're pretty fucking.
I believe
cracked.
it. I believe it. And I'm currently
Just gonna-
Witch's Apprentice and Bust. That's what we're
Yeah,
working with
I'm
here.
gonna-
But
I have to give you mad props, by the way. The fact that you managed to make this into a game where I'm currently still stressed about possibly winning this with 0 cards in hand, having lost the most annoying card in your deck, and still managing to get 2 of them out, that's huge. That's like actually so fucking
we are
impressive.
playing also a format which was so insanely powerful. Because like one thing that we also haven't talked about, yes, we've talked a lot about Thunder Dragons. I'm not the one playing the better deck, the more meta deck
Yeah.
in this board, which is the crazy thing.
That's like the scary part where like in this specific format, Orcust is like this format that we're currently in. Orcust is weaker because it doesn't have the 1 card that makes it just so broken that it's insane. Ibli combined with Ibli combined with Nightmare Orcust. That
Or
just
just
completely
Nightmare.
makes the deck. Orcust
yeah,
Nightmare, is that okay? Okay.
I
I keep
think
thinking it's Nightmare Orcust because it's like everything is a nightmare something.
Yeah, but
So it's weird that it's the other way around. But hey, ho, that's not the point. Anyway, I have 2 monsters on board. I have a Link 3 and a Link 3.
Yep.
I can double
Cook?
checking. This requires 2. I can use both of these as link material. I use one of them as 3 and one of them as 1, and I summon out Orcustrion. Now, I activate Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. And I add to my hand a Sky Striker card. Then I draw 1 card.
Yep.
Yeah? Then I activate Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. So
Oh
search from my
shit!
deck to my hand.
I see now
a
what
Sky
the 2
Striker
cracked
card.
cards were in your hand. I do see now.
Dude, I was like tearing my hair out thinking, how am I going to actually use these? But the answer was quite evident after I realized I can just make this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Then I activate Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones, and I chain Sky Striker Widow Anchor to Yoink Your Witch's Apprentice.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be all she wrote. Let me just check what I would have drawn. Yeah, 1 Nessie not doing anything. That was a good match though.
That was really good. Like,
match. And it's like
I apologize for running 2 silver bullets in my deck.
And it's perfectly fine. I think also like stuff like that for like this format in particular, like I think it's perfectly fine. And there's a world where I also like should put more stuff in here, but I figured because like I think I said it in the like before we started recording, which like there's like no world where I'm ever playing Thunder Dragon again, and like Danger, like it might pop out at some point, but like those names make it like you're never getting the fucking Dangers into a deck again. So even though like they're obviously a very splashable engine, it's in our series really hard to get. So the fact that you had both Dangers and Thunder Dragons here, with also Orchestrated Attack giving you access to Kaminari Attack, which you will never fucking see, and obviously having the pretty bad, which I was running still one off, because Thunder Dragon Fusion, it's usable still. I was thinking of setting it out, but I figured I'll just put it one in there to give access to instant fusion. Like, you basically have the perfect like Thunder Dragon. There are a few cards that you would probably want to change around, but apart from that, like you have basically everything that you would ever want for a Thunder Dragon deck in this one set. So I just figured like, you know, it's a crazy fucking deck and it makes sense to highlight it at some point. So
yeah, I definitely agree that this was a deck that we were eventually gonna see either through making stuff like Dragon Zombies, because I assume we're gonna make Thunders in that as well, because Thunders are also more of a like super type, right, rather than an archetype usually. So obviously we'd end up in a situation where we'd have dragons free as well, so you could just play dragons freely. But at this point, seeing it in this format, I think is the most interesting way you can play it, because later on, because we mentioned Master Rule 3, Master Rule 4, right? Master Rule 4 actually makes this deck arguably more interesting to me, because it actually has a limitation. You're a fusion deck in a format where you can only run one of them on board at the same time, which makes it less frustrating to play against. And then later on, in like Master Rule 5, it would feel worse to play against under these same rules that we
100%.
Yeah, like if we had a situation where we were both running, I was running a pure Link deck and you were just running the pure Thunder Dragon variant without Master Rule 4, I think I would have been far more annoyed about Colossus than I was. Even to be fair, like I felt like this thing, I didn't even remember this thing existed, but when I hit the board I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I understand. Yeah. But I think this was a really good set. This was really well played by you. Like straight up. Like you played through interaction, you played through removal, and then you managed to make a not unbreakable board, but a scary enough board where you can just win the game next turn. If I didn't manage to break the board then and there, I lost.
Yeah, and like that's kind of the era that we're now entering, where it's like decks can, like when you play a good deck, you can play through like interaction, you can play through disruption, and not everything. As like, I mean, it's kind of a bad example to use just like Galaxy Photon for it, but it's still like for a lot of like weaker decks, it's still the case where it's like one Ash Blossom or one thing like that, like what a single hand trap of any kind, like a lot of times will just end your place right then and there. But like now when we're playing these like stronger decks, like you can play through multiple pieces of interaction, and you can also put a lot of powerful interaction on your own side of the board. So like things become like there becomes more of a back and forth. Obviously, like the power keeps also scaling up and up more and more. And when there's when we hit the time when you can put like multiple bits of interaction on board, you can make a strong board while also having like 2 hand traps in your hand. Then at that point, it's
Without expending a normal summon.
yeah, that's when it usually tends to become more of the like, okay, well, I went first, so hopefully you have 3 hand traps in your opening hand, or like crazy go second cards, or you just lose.
Yeah, like Herald of the Abyss in this case. If oh sorry, I hit the mic. If we were playing a later format again, Herald of the Abyss, I think if we can find a way to get this card out, I think this card can be fairly good still later on.
Oh,
Because like
100%.
Baron de Fleur, for example, like obviously it's gonna always eat a response. Like the next version of a card like this is essentially gonna be Forbidden Droplet, right? Forbidden Droplet
Yeah.
is later on gonna be what we replace Herald of the Abyss with. Because Herald of the Abyss currently it's really hard to get first and foremost, although Abyss is fairly common. But
Yeah.
Herald, that's hard, and Ufta is obviously out of the question.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna be trying to get this into my deck in certain sets where I feel like there's multiple very powerful cards that won't share a lot of attributes and types with other cards in their
Yeah.
decks.
And
Like
that's
in this case, like Colossus obviously is a Dark Thunder, which means that it doesn't share a type with pretty much anything else that you have in the deck. Type and attribute combo, that is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the like, I think there are more. At least I was playing like more lights and darks. I think I was only playing Dragon Dark and then a single Dragon Roar for the other stuff. Yeah, I had a second Dragon Roar in my side, but I didn't end up signing it. And a lot of the time, sorry, no, I did have 3 and 3. Yeah. But it's like a lot of the time, like this is the one that I'd rather keep on my head. And even if I'm like tributing or getting some other stuff like that, like I'd rather tribute over like some other things. And like Dragon Roar, especially with Titan, is really nice because it's obviously one of the few ones which is a quick effect, so you can get pops on your opponent's board, which is pretty damn nice. But I do agree that I think this was like definitely our best set in a long while.
In a while.
And-
Yeah, like you played legitimately insane in this, I think.
I don't like hearing that the one time when I'm playing the actual fucking Antichrist archetype.
But see, the point is, you were playing the Antichrist, and I literally told you, I'm coming to kill you. I am going to shoot you. You will die. And then I shot you, and you were still like, nah, I'm good.
Well, you
Dust
know, the
yourself off.
Antichrist does have the Christ part, and, you know, very famously he rises from the grave. So, you know, you forgot that line in the Bible. Although I guess it wasn't from the grave, it was even deeper. So, you know, maybe that says something about,
Back
like,
from
power
purgatory.
scalers can figure that out, like Thunder Dragon Colossus versus Jesus Christ, like, where does the power scaling land on? But, you know, this is story for another day. But you know what's
But what
also really
happens
cool
if
that I
Thunder
just...
Dragon...
Oh, go ahead.
What happens when the chain power scalers coming and they realize that, wait, Thunder Dragon Colossus is stronger than Jesus Christ, but Sky Strikers beat Thunder Dragon Colossus. What does that say about Sky Strikers, huh?
Well, very famously, there is a kid who had the power of God and anime on his side. So power scalers, when they meet that kid, it's over.
It's so over.
But what I was gonna get to, or is there still something you want to say about this set in specific? Other than it's a very powerful set.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the set outside of these archetypes, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
but, like,
I
this
talk about
set-
it a good bit in my deck breakdown, but we did talk about stuff here, so we can talk about it a little bit.
For example, as you guys probably know, I mentioned that Noble Knights might make a return until I realized that this is gonna be another instance of fucking Dragon Rulers versus Noble Knights, and I didn't want to have an experience from 13 years ago again, which I didn't particularly enjoy. So I ended up not building Noble Knights. But this set has like really good support for a lot of like Arc V Zexal era decks. Like Trap Trick is really good. Trap Trick is an insane card for Trap Tricks. Like, holy shit, what do you mean you just printed a card that essentially says, oh, I'm Rafflesia, but I'm on a trap? Okay, sure. Have fun with that. Then there's obviously Heritage of the Chalice, and until Noble Arms are needed again for Noble Knights. And obviously we also got Salamangreats in this. And those will probably show up again later, maybe in a structure deck episode.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing them like in multiple instances if I can. That's another archetype that I think is so cool. And yeah, I
Yeah.
obviously talked about it in my deck breakdown, but yeah, Galaxy Brave and Soul Flare Dragon, like Galaxy Photon also gets a lot of like really good stuff here as well. But like with like having Levianeer here and the dangers and everything, like things lined up too well for this deck for it to be, you know, the one time when I'm gonna play it. So a lot of good stuff for Galaxy Photon as well. Like Soulflare easily being the biggest one, but Galaxy Brave also a really, really good card for the deck. But that's something that you guys will see multiple times in the future as well. But like Jeexx said, like Trap Trick is really good single card, like really good basically in anything where you want to play traps in. And obviously like Orcust, Thunder Dragons, we had even like you said, like Salamangreat, which becomes a like really good deck when the structure comes out. Not so It's not quite there yet, but even like other stuff like Pankratops as well, which obviously the Dino Wrestlers and archetype kind of whatever, but Pankratops obviously for the time like one of the most common cards to have in literally any side deck. Because it just
Like this card, 2.6k, dinosaur, level 7, pop on,
free
quick
summon.
effect. Dude, it's a free summon, yeah. It's a cyber dragon that does more than any cyber dragon has ever done.
Yeah. And
Like,
the also like the thing that doesn't come up often is usually just summon this and immediately pop it, but things that also like can come up, you can this is a quick effect to tribute it. You can like Jeexx did, you can summon it, beat over something that you can summon, and you'll just have it later. You'll just have a pop on legs and later whenever you need it. So
or
just,
you can do something like you go combat, you swing, your opponent responds with something when you're swinging or right before you're down calculating, and then you can distribute this and pop something else or pop something that is more relevant as a whole. It's like really versatile card that also has playability in synchro decks and also has playability in XYZ strategies, obviously, and is a really good fodder for Link summons.
Dino Wrestlers are also an archetype that it's not great, but it's something that I'll try to play at some point. Because if you know me, well, it's dinosaurs and wrestling, and it's a battle archetype. That's like, all right, well, as a king main, you know, in Tekken, and as the earlier, like I was a Dino kid. And obviously like plays Galaxy Fold, and this is appealing to a lot of my interests. So you know, it's just a really cool archetype to me. It's not great. Most people probably don't know any other Dino Wrestler cards except for Pankratops. So hopefully we can change that a little bit. But what I was also gonna say, which I remembered like later when we were playing, and not immediately also, what made this set also cool. Next time is a structure deck episode. I completely initially forgot that we were playing for that as well. And
oh no, what are we playing?
Well, you're not gonna like this. Because when I tell you which fucking two decks there are, I probably don't need to tell you which one also I'm playing. It's gonna be a fucking wet fart against fucking Michael Jordan. So one of those two is Zombie Horde, which will also be the point where we change a lot of things. That's the deck that I'm going to be playing. And the other deck is the first structure deck that I've myself ever bought. It is Lair of Darkness.
Oh, that's sick though.
It is a cool deck, but I do...
It's gonna be hard to make that work with the cards available.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can do a lot, like a decent bit of stuff there. I do still think like Zombie Horde is so much better than that deck. Like even when considering like outside stuff that you can do, but in this like contained format, Lair of Darkness is not a good structure deck.
No.
And
It's
like the
full of
matchup
cards
is
that,
not
like,
exactly
work very well.
something that you're gonna be thrilled about.
Yeah.
Because it's like
It's gonna be a control deck versus a control deck, essentially.
yeah, and the one thing
Except
that's
one of the
like,
control decks is infinitely worse.
yeah, the nice thing about Lair of Darkness is also like you can screw over some things where it's like, for example, something like Galaxy Photon, you need lights for the summon of something like Soulfire Dragon. Well, I can tell you, I'm pretty sure that my zombie horde deck is not going to have anything except for darks anyway. So that part doesn't really do much. But also, like, this will be... we've talked about it before, but I think at this point it's been quite a while ago. The great... whatchamacallit? The great archetype
Reckoning.
exodus, almost. Or what is considered an
Exodus,
archetype or something. And... we figured that Zombie Horde being like a structure deck for obviously zombies, which are not an actual archetype per se, but obviously a lot of zombie monsters are meant to be played together well. Like this would be a perfect time to then introduce. Obviously, it doesn't matter because we're still playing a closed format for this one. So probably from the next one onwards, which I think is actually I just saw it. It was Hidden Summoners.
Ooh.
From that onward, for the foreseeable future, let me pull up which one? There we go.
Frank, it's a Maya Kashi.
Wait. Oh, not this one. Okay. Now, every subtype counts as an archetype, dragons, zombies, dinosaurs, etc. And dragon in name is also applicable for the legacy support rule going forward. Having a blue eyes white dragon in the set in your deck gives access to cards with dragon in the name, as well as dragon support cards, dragons and other cards that mention other dragons, but not every dragon ever printed, like for example Siraj Cool Red, since it isn't directly a dragon support. These cards cases are quite rare, but this is done to avoid cases where a single zombie the deck allows for a 3x Axe, 3x Ghost Spell, 3x Ghost Reaper, among other things. And I'm pretty sure when I said that like oh no, okay, I said Ghost. Well, I was gonna say no. I do have Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper isn't a fucking zombie. Thank you, past me, for writing this. I'm pretty sure Ghost Reaper is a psychic, but good job. Every fairy giving access to Northern and Beast Warriors, giving all of you zoo.
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Wait, which one? Whatever is the one that you can also move from forward to Papa and on-field thing.
Bell?
I swear. Yeah, Ghost Ball. Yeah, that one. I'm pretty sure that's a psychic. Yeah, so I was thinking of
Spooky Dogwood and Ghost Bell are both also zombies, and Ghost Murner is also a zombie. The only one that isn't a zombie is Ghost Ogre.
Ogre, yeah, that's the one that I was thinking about. Yeah, but yeah, so basically that stuff. So you don't have cases where it's like, okay, you have a single fairy, so now you have Norden, or you have literally any beast warrior in your deck, and now like, okay, I'm gonna put one beast warrior from this set into my deck, and I can play Zodiacs. Not fun. So instead, it's like, okay, if you have a dragon, then you can put stuff like Dragon Ravine and Dragon Shrine, shit like that. But not just like, okay, I have a dragon, so now I have every dragon that has ever existed. Doesn't work that way unless it's that dragon in its name. But like I said, I'll explain more of this in more and clear detail in probably like episode 134. So still like this loosened deck building restrictions, and now obviously the 50% set requirements split still remains, and now since Rhoda is always going to be available with every warrior, it would be a little crazy to just always have a triple Rhoda. We will throw Rhoda in the limited list like Call by the Grave, but it isn't going to be generic. So you do still need to be playing warriors, which obviously in 99% of cases you can play, but it will also now be a one-off. So if you have it directly in the set, if you have reinforcements of the army, one of those names in the set, or if you have Rhoda itself in the set, then it's cool to be played at 3 once again. But if you're playing warriors and through that you get Rhoda after this rule, then it'll be limited to 1. Which I think makes sense, because, you know, it would otherwise be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I do agree that seems like it would be kind of nuts otherwise.
But this does mean that basically now when Jeexx is playing heroes, he can basically just have all the like good also. Actually, is there? I guess it doesn't expand it that much from what was already there, because like most of the stuff was still like hero in its name anyway.
Yeah, there's like a couple of cards like Crosskeeper, which is a support card.
Oh,
like
yeah, that's true.
Support card, but that's way later. That's
That's like 2022. It's like post-pandemic, right?
Yeah, it's Power of the Elements.
Yeah.
It's when the game broke apart.
Oh yeah,
Recently.
yeah. But yeah, like
Afterturn.
definitely gonna be the biggest for dragons, obviously, because a lot of dragons do have dragon in their name, and for warriors, obviously, like always having access to Rhoda is really nice. So those two definitely the biggest winners. But still, like overall, it's gonna just loosen deck building restrictions. Like you can now, actually, because like we haven't given zombie decks a chance to shine because like there's never ever been really a way to like us to properly play zombies because this stuff we haven't had a rule like this. So for the foreseeable future, this will be what applies. Obviously you won't see the effects yet next week because we're going to be playing with the structures, but after that, like, who knows? I don't remember what's in Hidden Summoners, so who knows? It might immediately start affecting our deck building.
There's a thunder dragon in the set. Just saying, guys. There's also a Shiranu is in the set. Just saying, guys. It's Mayakashi. So.
Oh, bro, Shiranui and Mayakashi are the two coolest zombie archetypes, in my opinion.
Now you just slot in a fucking Unizombie, because now you can play Unizombie. Ah?
Honestly, that might be
Perfect
something.
timing. It's like legitimately, because a Solitaire and Unizombie equal really good.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the thing.
Perfect.
Like you're playing a zombie deck, you have like a couple Balderich or whoever the guy is that comes out in I think Zombie Horde. Then you have the Necroworld Banshee, one of Glow Up Doom, the Zombie World, a couple of those, triple Unizombie, triple Shiranu Solitaire, and then whatever zombie deck you're playing. There you go. It's always like that package basically. It's true. Yeah. And then obviously later on you get other stuff as well. The one that I'm immediately thinking is like the Warrior of Zera, obviously a very old card. There's a like semi-recent zombie card that's like, I want to say like level 8 or level 6 that looks like he's probably just Warrior of Zera but zombified, which is also a really good one. And there's also... Is it Jackal?
Alagul Mazera?
Oh yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, that is just Warrior of Zera again.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense given the name, but yeah. But yeah, exciting stuff onwards. Well, maybe not next week, but we have seen me lose with the Dino Smasher starter deck, so it's, you know, don't worry about it. It's never over until the fat lady sings. But exactly. After that, exciting times await. Yeah, this was a great episode. I had fun.
Yeah, legitimately. I'm still baffled that I killed 3 Colossus with 1 card, and at the end of the turn, where I killed 3 Colossus with 1 card, I was staring down 2 Colossus.
Where? How are you?
What the fuck?
All I'm thinking is the fucking my death was greatly over-exaggerated. That fucking meme. Well, let me pull that shit up.
The other way of looking at this is greatly. I felt like my genius astounds me into fucking failure.
Oh, I thought you were dead. My death was greatly exaggerated.
Oh, man. Fucking.
It's cinema.
Good episode.
Cinema. Very good.
Absolute
it's
cinema.
rare for us to come out both smiling at the end of the Historic Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning Journey. We'll be sure to change that next week. Don't you worry.
Next week we're gonna be crying.
Yeah.
Because both of us are gonna be playing a deck that goes like, okay, I play a card. Your move.
Shout out Farfa, I love you, who's playing Advanced Unrated, by the way. Anyways. I think... It
ain't far. What the fuck?
I just saw a name like that pop up. But yeah. I think that's gonna do it for us, unless you have anything else you want to say.
No.
Good. Well, in that case, thank you so very much for watching. If there's one episode that you're gonna send a friend that, hey, you should peep this series, it's pretty cool, send this one, because I think we had a good back and forth here. And this format, obviously, like, very powerful. Lots of decks that can do lots of things. For next week, we have Lair of Darkness versus a Zombie Horde, and after that we're opening the archetype Floodgates, so exciting things ahead for our series as well. But with all that being said though, thank you so very much for watching, and we will see you next week. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.